Ladies and gentlemen, allow me now to introduce the first item of the day, which is a presentation that will be done in country, or rather in country Youth Adapt Challenge Kenya Demo Day by GCA Demo Den, Mr. Paul Geshuki, and Pro Bakar Vanam KCL will be leading that session. If they are in, we would like to cue them in. Media team, if they have material, please feel free to project it. As I still ask our audience, kindly occupy the seats in front of you so that we are compact. Paul Geshuki, if you're in the house. Probakar, Vanam. All right, I'm being given guidance that that session has been changed a bit, so we will get back to it at some point. But let me now give an opportunity for keynote and welcoming remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, as I have mentioned, today's day 2 will be focusing on Climate Adaptation Day. And so it will be mostly solutions and finding ways of mitigating the effects of climate change and also scaling climate adaptation investments and building resilient, low-carbon Africa. Let's now get the first welcoming remarks from the KCIC Board Chair, Mr. Job Kihumba, who will introduce the other speakers. Mr. Job.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted this morning to be with you and to be able to make these very few opening remarks for this day 2 of this convention. And I'm happy that there are many of you. I can see the ambassador who was here in the first summit last year, and several other people who are here. Feel most welcome, and feel that we have a duty, we have a responsibility, we have an obligation to be able to continue discussing issues and matters of climate and climate adaptation. I'm truly delighted this morning to take this opportunity to welcome all of you, especially those who are not from Kenya. That does not discriminate against Kenyans. Kenyans are my people, our people. We are together. So feel most welcome wherever you come from. The matters of climate, as you are aware, are matters that affect all of us. Indeed, matters of climate are not unique to specific countries. They are actually global. The challenges that are posed by climate are very remarkable and monumental in every way you may look at it. They change the way we do things. They challenge the way the issues and matters that have been done in a certain way over the centuries. And even as we face them today, let's know that we are at a very critical time in the history of humanity. When I think about it every day, I think that humanity requires to be much more proactive in terms of dealing with matters of climate change. The first time that we started hearing matters of climate change, at least from where I sit, is maybe about 2 decades ago, and they have been gaining momentum over the years, and yet we do have also challenges to this because of interpretation of whether humanity is responsible for this change or whether it's natural. But from where I sit, it doesn't matter whether it's natural or whether it is man-made. Irrespective of what you see it or your interpretation, I think we do have a duty and a responsibility to do something about it. Many years ago, when I was in school, I went to visit an uncle who lived in a very dry area of Kiambu district. And there were no trees at all in that area. They had cut trees, all the bushes were down. But the then MP for the area, Member of Parliament for the area, took it upon himself to encourage the population or that community to plant trees. And I can tell you, in only a space of about 30 or 40 years, the whole area has become completely different. They have a new ecosystem that is now very different from what I saw when I was young. That means we can do something, even in our local situation. We can do something. That area today is one of the suppliers for green vegetables and that stuff to the city of Nairobi. And yet, 40, 50 years ago, it was very dry. It was only red dust you could see whirling around in the weed. So we can do something. And I'm very happy that today is Adaptation Day. The theme of today is about adaptation. We can adapt to the situation, irrespective of wherever the problem came from. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to take much of your time because it's not my day to talk. Mine was just to make a few remarks and welcome you to this auspicious convention and to ask you to be proactive in your debate. Don't hide your ideas. If you have good ideas, if you have good thoughts about what you want to do to adopt to these changes, then feel free. Your ideas will matter. Indeed, as they said, your dream is valid. Ladies and gentlemen,